Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. To throw right away is Howell.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Touchdown, Cardinals! Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Cardinals need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say, because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Throwing, Jones. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Barkley again.
And he takes it into the end end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Cardinals at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Off play action. It's Howell. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll go play action. Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It's Howell with another throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But
now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Jones on first down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jones now throwing on first down.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
After one, 17-7 is our score. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Al's throw complete to McBride. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They keep it with Henry on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Howell. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And Howe will throw it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Darnay Holmes. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Open man is Ross, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
They go play action with Howe.
Wide open receiver, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants.
Again, Elmer partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Powell. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First down, Howell to throw. This is taken in by McBride. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now throwing on first down here. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Down inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Henry up the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Sam Howell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Cardinals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one. It ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. Toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Jones out to his left. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Jones gonna throw on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And these guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Howell. Touchdown! Trey McBride with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be out right at the 35.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd and very short, Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing, Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's got Bellinger. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Got a man, Slayton.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Cardinals 45. Giants 20.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Now Jones.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley from 6 yards away.
And the Giants answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Giants 49, Cardinals 45.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadow. Oh, and a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Jones to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.